Those are my memories with my grandmother.
And still she wants to go and see this woman for the sake of her mother. When I tell you, it's time for love after lockup, baby. Brittany and Marcelino. So it is time to go to Alaska, and boy, do these people have it tough with all these kids, but I think they're doing a marvelous job.
Mars, I need my other suitcase. Hi,
I love this. I love this. I love this so much. This is where you put your pictures. This is like the wall of fame, like with all your family. Oh, when I tell you, their house must be gorgeous. We've seen the garden. I'm in love with their garden, but the inside, this, I don't know. You got the black frames on this side, you got the white frames on this side. You just walk through a hallway full of memories and pictures, and gotta love it.
If I had hair, I'd pull it out.
Man, I don't want to go to Alaska, Puerto Rican. My people come from a tropical island in the Caribbean. It's very, very warm down there. And Alaska happens to be very, very cold up there.
It's not snowing yet, son.
And on top of that, here we are carrying extra luggage.
I don't know who the extra luggage is. I have a feeling he's not talking about physical luggage, but okay. He's trying though. I mean, a lot of son-in-laws would not do all this with all these small children. Absolutely not.
Dad, her mom. If I was able to face my past, to face my pain, and overcome those things that caused me to use, then she could do the same thing. If she doesn't heal in every possible way that she can, then she cannot be a part of my life. Mars, we're probably gonna see some moose while we're out here.
Moose? Already.
I love the banter that they have. Anyway, I love this exchange as well that Brittany has with her mom. It is so tiny, but it's just filled with love. I love it.
What?
I was thinking about going to go see Jackie.
And she's having somewhat of a panic attack because she says her chest hurts as they're going to see her mom. Like she's having it really, really tough.
I haven't seen Jackie in several years. All right, Mom, I think you should go and laugh.
Let's go, G.
You know, whether she's cracked out or drunk and doesn't have money for cigarettes, so she picks up all of her grandkids and takes them to grocery stores to pick cigarette butts out of ashtrays. Hi, we're here to...
Like, this is crazy.
Jackie? Or takes me down Fremont to try to pimp me out for crack. Those are my memories with my grandmother.
And still she wants to go and see this woman for the sake of her mother. When I tell you, you have to have a certain type of heart. You need to really be able to soften your heart. You really need to be forgiving to be able to do this. It is beautiful, and God will reward her so much for the way her heart's posture is. It's hard. It's hard to forgive people who have done just trivial things, said bad things about you that nobody believes anyway. It's hard to even do that. But to forgive somebody, and this is what forgiveness looks like. It doesn't mean that all is forgotten. It doesn't mean that you're going to be kumbaya with the person, but it means you can still be okay to talk to the person, right? It doesn't necessarily mean you need to be all up in their lives, but it means you can still have a conversation and be cordial. That's what this looks like. This is forgiveness. This is what forgiveness looks like. Being able to go and stand in front of a woman who did all those horrible things to you. You know, and I don't know whether it's because she's come out on the other side that it's even easier for her, because she knows that it gets better with time. And once you pick up your own life and you smell the roses, it's easier to forget the stench that you left behind. You get what I'm saying? So, wow. And to have a supportive husband who drag all your kids along to make this happen. No therapy can do what she's doing right now for her mom and her whole entire family, actually. So yeah, let's see these 1, 2, 3, 4 generations come together. Wow. And I don't know if this is a nursing home, because she did say she's here to see Jackie. I think this is kind of a nursing home or some kind of place.
Surprise! I'm not excited to see Jackie by any means, but I'm excited for the reason.
Why?
You okay? Your great grandkids? I started all this.
And for a moment, they're having their banter, and it is cute. And yeah, this is what life is supposed to be like. But unfortunately, I don't know. These people think like I can't crack jokes. I can't really say much. These people's storyline just makes me sad, but hopeful about how human beings can change, how your heart's posture can change, how you can make it when you've been kicked down. But it's sad nonetheless because there's all these obstacles. And I thought the problem was with Brittany's mom. And then it turns out it's not even her because she has a mom who also did horrible things to her. And you see how it trickles down and the effect that it can have. Now, Brittany's going to stop it together with Marcelino. They're going to build an empire with their kids. They're not going to suffer the way they suffered at all. So it does, and it can't stop at some point. That's important to know. But yeah.
As far as my kids go, I'm gonna make this intro real sweet, in and out. Yeah, but take the kids outside to run around a little bit. I'm not gonna allow my kids to be influenced by anybody for even a second that has a history like Jackie does.
That's a real dude right there. That's a man right there. Yeah, hi, these are your great grandkids. Okay, bye. Because it's toxic. Like the vibe, the energy, everything is going to be toxic around somebody like that because they've just been a horrible person. And they've been a horrible person, but are they sorry? That's what we're about to find out.
So you guys gave up on me. You know, miss you guys. We miss you too. You know, growing up wasn't all that great. And part of taking this trip is to talk to you a little bit about that.
So then she goes on to say that, you know, she turned to being addict to all the stuff, and it was really, really hard for her, and it really ruined her life. And then the mom's like, listen, I went through the same stuff with my parents. So when I thought the layer was just this thick, it's actually this thick because it goes up and up and up and up and up. Generations upon generations upon generations of abuse, addict, and all this hurt and just a drama-filled life. It goes way deeper than that.
But them, my parents too. I'm sorry life did not play dead. I'm sorry, but a lot of that had to deal with you. And I just want you to acknowledge your actions because it's really me up. Listen.
That's always a telltale sign that this person, like, obviously, maybe she wasn't expecting them to come or whatever. And even if she was expecting them to come, she didn't know that they were going to confront her, because I don't think this has ever happened before, because it's really hard, even as an adult, to confront people who've done this to you and been this horrible to you and destroyed your life in this manner. Even as a whole grown adult, you still feel like you could be made this small. You could be made to feel like a little child when confronted with these type of people who've done this to you in your life, right? But they're here. Sure, she might not know what to say for a minute, but you know, when she said I already felt this attitude of, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
No. Not my fault, Cindy.
Not her fault. So he's heard all that she has to say, and she says, not her fault. You are so old, you're sitting here, probably rocking back and forth day in, day out. Your mind's still there, everything's still intact, and you think it is not your fault. I know that there is not a day that goes by that you do not think about those times way back when all this stuff went on. I know that you still think about those days. The good, the bad, and the ugly. What you suffered, how you made your kids suffer, how that then in turn made your grandkids suffer, you will know. In fact, how you inflicted stuff on your grandchildren too. Brittany was just saying about how she was made to pick out, cigarettes and stuff. So yeah, she knows what she did. She's not forgotten Jack. But does she want to own up to it? Probably not.
I didn't push a pipe in your mouth.
Horrible thing to say. I didn't push a pipe in your mouth. So, you know that one thing leads to the another. You know that there's consequences to people's actions, things that we say, things that we do to people. So the fact that she's saying this is like, wow, you're like, oh, I thought you guys had disowned me. I miss you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And then you're gonna say every little thing that's gonna push these people away for good, forever. And you're gonna be really lonely.
I didn't pour you, I'm sorry that you ran away all the time.
She's just sorry that she ran away all the time. But she's not sorry for the things that she did to make her run away all the time. I hate it when people are not, they're not accountable, they're not self-conscious, they're not self-aware, or try not to be or pretend not to be. Stop gaslighting these women. They're women now. They see through the nonsense.
Away all the time?
Yeah.
And she didn't even know that her mom used to run away all the time, just like her. So you see, the cycle just continues.
Away all the time because things were not good. There was nothing but drinking and partying and going on. And your friends coming into my room to do things to me. You tell me about the things so I can make them not happen.
No, you knew they were happening. She didn't need to tell you jack. You knew they were happening. You were ensuring or making the situation so that they could happen. So when a kid sees that, they're not going to be all like, mommy, mommy. Yeah, they know that you're allowing this. They know when you're you're enabling other people to do bad things to them. They know. Children are not stupid. Don't touch her. This woman, I don't want to say much, but yeah, she's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Nah.
I'm done. Really, guys.
This is the one time that I'm like, yes, walk away. Because this woman is not getting it. After all this while, she's still not getting it. Or trying not to. She's proper gaslighting these women.
She can play senile, dumb, all she knows. She knows.
Jackie has not fixed her life at all. She's a rotten ass person, and like the only difference now is that she's alone, and I'm scared that my mother is going to end up like her mom.
And I'm scared that this is not gonna change much. That this going all the way to Alaska is not gonna do much for her, and that she will turn up that way. It needs to stop somewhere. You need to break the chains at some point. And Brittany's trying so hard, and we all gotta love her for it. Like honestly. But whether this encounter in particular is going to really fix anything or help resolve anything, that is the real question. Because this wasn't a good conversation at all. At least one thing was achieved, and that is they were able to tell this woman what they wanted to say. Other than that, if you're not already part of this family, make sure you hit bump stomp as on to the subscribe button. Comment because I really want to know what you think. Like because you obviously like this video, and hit the notification bell while you at it. In the meantime, make time for glorious life. It's time to start what? Living it right. God bless.